Hello everyone, this is Beastly Eel, and on today's episode we're going to be talking about Shang-Chi. Hoping I say that correctly, Shang-Chi. So we're going to be talking about him in the comics. As you're all aware, the big movie aired yesterday. I will be seeing it at some point this weekend, I just don't know when. But for now, let's talk about Shang-Chi in the comics. So he was raised to become a deadly assassin by his father, who is an immortal crime lord and sorcerer named Fu Manchu. So when Shang-Chi realized how evil his father was, he made sure he got out of it as soon as he could. After escaping, he began to attack specific areas of his father's empire and try to defeat him, and was able to team up with two of his father's archenemies, which are Dennis Nalai Smith and MI6. Um, because once his dad found out what was happening, his dad sent a number of assassins to try to kill him, most of which failed, and I think all of them for the most part. Um, During his travels, he met a number of martial artists and superheroes around the world. He met his rival, Cat. He's even teamed up with the likes of Iron Fist, Jack of Hearts, and White Tiger to take down the corporation. Um, after years of playing games of deceit and death, he finally retired from the espionage world, and he resurfaced to assist his old friends, MI6, against the Sifan ninjas. So Shang-Chi has definitely got a lot under his belt. He's clearly a martial artist. He's got many talents. Um, some of his earlier stuff is very interesting. We see him going from um, martial artist to being an Avenger. And the Avengers are along with several others. Let's talk about some of the teams they've he's teamed up with. So he's been a part of the Marvel Knights. This is where Daredevil asked him to help capture the Punisher, where he teamed up with Daredevil, Black Widow, and several others to take out Punisher and a few others. He's even been part of the Heroes for Hire. Um, During this time, he only joined them during the Superhuman Registration Act, which is what caused the Civil War. He joined Misty Knight, Colleen Wig, as part of their Heroes for Hire investigation, and superhero Bale's bondsman. Ugh. Another team he's gone with the Secret Avengers, where it's where his father actually returned back to the world, and this is where Shang-Chi teamed up with Steve Rogers to oppose his father, and was able to defeat his dad because of it. So there's also an area he was in called Spider Island. It's part of one of the Marvel storylines. And this is where he actually taught Peter Parker how to fight in the way called the Way of the Spider. And the reason why he was teaching them this way was because he had lost his spider sense, and because of that was able to um, give him a fighting chance against his opponents. He is now, that's why Spider-Man has this fighting style in martial art called the Way of the Spider. It's because Shang-Chi was actually able to teach it to him. Now, obviously, while joining the Avengers, he actually joined the Avengers during the events of Avengers versus X-Men. And this is when, actually, it was right after this event, Captain America and Iron Man wanted to make the team even bigger, and he was part of the group to be chosen. He teamed up with them on many accounts to fight countless beings. Um, we also have Infinity. This is where he was joined. He joined the Galactic Council to fight against the Builders, in their crusade against the life in the universe. So he actually had to help fight people who were willing to destroy the entire planet. Um, the other thing that he's done too is he was able to there was a contest for the Phoenix, specifically the Phoenix Force. It's a cosmic force that is notably known to be with Jean Grey. So there was a contest to see who would be the next carrier or host of the Phoenix Force. And it was a huge contest. And the first match that he had was he was pitted, Shang-Chi was pitted against Hyperion. And because Hyperion was senses were overloaded by the Phoenix Force, he actually backed out of the fight, and Shang-Chi was able to win. In the next fight, he was pitted against Captain America, and Captain America thought that Shang-Chi should be the winner, but wanted to teach him basically how to use the Phoenix Force. And what happened was he defeated Captain America, but he refused to use it to actually kill him. And because of that, the Phoenix decided that he was not worthy of the Phoenix Force, and that's when they decided to go with Captain America as the winner instead. Now, let's talk about his powers and abilities. Now, Marvel has this um, power grid scale out of 7. So his intelligence is a 3, which I would say is a slightly below average, which kind of makes sense to me. Strength, speed, and durability are all at a 2. His energy projection is only a 1, but his fighting skills are at the max, 7. He is a master martial artist. He's one of the greatest martial artists, if not the greatest. Um, and then he's a skilled gymnast. He's at peak physical condition. He's a skilled marksman, specifically with throwing objects. Not to say that he can't use a gun or anything else, but he's a skilled marksman specifically with throwing stars. He's proficient in several different weapons, such as the Chinese double-edged sword, butterfly swords, the oxtail swords, staves, um, both single and double nanjaku. And he's often used makeshift weapons as well, such as metal pipes and even a tree trunk, which I was not aware of. He has great control over his nervous system. Because of this, he's actually able to resist the effects of drugs and poisons, limits the spread of toxins in his bloodstream, and even slow his bleeding rate. Because of this, he's actually able to reduce the physical pain he feels. He's a pressure point locator. He's able to hit people and creatures in pressure points that can paralyze them, severely injure them, or even possibly kill them. He's an expert in espionage. He's been trained by MI6 to really focus on this. Apparently, he's expert in philosophy, specifically Eastern philosophy. He's a patient fisherman, and he's multilingual. He knows multiple languages. I believe he knows English, Cantonese, Mandarin, Ancient Mandarin, because apparently that is something he needed, and he has some knowledge of French. He's physically strong. He's able to lift at least twice his body weight, so it's about equivalent of 350 pounds. And he's also able to do this with the use of chi. So it's only a temporary physical strength. It's not a permanent one. Usual weapons he carries around are traditional nanjakus, swords, shurikens, kali sticks, and staves. Overall, Shang-Chi is a expert martial artist. He is definitely a character, for me personally, was not a well-known character. I had always heard about the Way of the Spider, but never put two and two together that he was the one that trained Spider-Man. Like he was an actual superhero in his own right. He wasn't just a character created for Spider-Man to learn the way of the spider. He's an interesting character. He's a character who's very well unknown, and he's definitely always been a lower class hero. But now getting that limelight in the Marvel movies, I'm very excited to see what they do with him and how they make him mainstream. So I'm very curious at that, and I'm excited to actually watch that movie. Um, Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Did you agree with what I said? Do you think I missed something very important? Um, Also, let me know if there's a specific character you guys want me to do in the comments as well. Definitely be interested in hearing what you guys would like to hear about. Other than that, as always, if you like the content you see, please like and subscribe below. Other than that, this is Beastly Eel signing out. Have a good night.